See it, touch it, obtain it. Tail is a snake.
All I was thinking was, what would Meech do?
You don't run this. We do.
Meech's the only person who could get under your skin like that.
He ain't been listening at all.
Now, I will say Jay Pusha is wrong for selling local shipment that Meech sent out to him in episode 2. But honestly, I'm not mad at Jay Pusha for doing what he did. I'm not mad at him about this. I'm mad at Meech more than anything because I don't understand why the hell he would send local shipment to Jay Pusha, bruh. Like, he could have sent local shipment to Terry, bruh. He could have sent that to him. Like, he don't even know Jay Pusha like that. Jay Pusha is a stranger, bruh. He's a stranger. Like, Meech just met Jay Pusha in season 3, bruh. He just met him. Like, I get it, Meech and Jay Pusha was kicking it with each other throughout season 3 here and there, but at the same time, this is somebody that he just met compared to his brother. Like, he known his brother all his life. He could have just sent local shipment to Terry. But that didn't happen. Meech decided to send local shipment to Jay Pusha. And now going into episode 3, it's looking like both Meech and Terry will have an issue with Jay Pusha in this episode because of him taking matters into his own hands and selling local shipment. But what's the deal with the YouTube? What's good with y'all? I go by the name of DC, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about BMF Season 4, Episode 3. I'm going to be breaking down the Episode 3 trailer for y'all, let y'all know my theories and predictions going into this next upcoming episode. But before I get into this video and break down this trailer for y'all, if you're coming across my channel for the first time and you like BMF content like me, hit the post bell notification button to support the channel and to get updated on all BMF content I post on my channel. Hit the like button to help the video get recommended across the algorithm, and if you have any thoughts and theories that you want to leave them all down below in the comment section. Now, according to the title and the synopsis of episode 3, which is titled Good Faith, it reads, Meech and Terry finds new inspiration in rising R&B singer. Together, they plan to launch a new record label, and Terry hatches his own plan to regain control in St. Louis. Now, jumping into this breakdown, in this first scene right here, we got Meech and Terry kicking it with each other, and Meech tells his brother Terry they should start a record label, as well as quoting their favorite line, see it, touch it, and attain it. And in this next scene right here, we see Meech and Terry at Purdy's music video, and with Meech and Terry finding inspiration in this new R&B artist who we know to be Purdy, I believe Purdy music video is going to inspire Meech and Terry to get into the music business in this episode. And I believe by the end of this episode, Meech and Terry will sign Purdy to their music label. Now, continuing on with Meech and Terry, we see Meech and Terry having a conversation with Jay Pusha in this next scene right here about Jay Pusha breaking the chain of command and selling Loco's entire shipment that Meech sent to him in episode 2. And Jay Pusha tells Meech and Terry the only reason why he did that is because he thought that was something that Meech would do. And like I said earlier in the video, I'm not mad at Jay Pusha for doing this. I'm mad at Meech for putting so much trust into Jay Pusha and doing that. Like, that was just dumb as hell for him to do. And I'm pretty sure going into these next upcoming episodes of BMF, both Meech and Terry will have problems with Jay Pusha. And I believe it's just a matter of time before Meech and Terry cuts off Jay Pusha. I believe sooner than later, Meech and Terry is going to cut ties with Jay Pusha. I don't see Jay Pusha being in the BMF organization much longer. Y'all let me know down below in the comment section if you feel like Meech and Terry is going to cut off Jay Pusha and remove him out of BMF. But I definitely think sooner than later, Meech and Terry is going to cut ties with Jay Pusha. And now, from watching this trailer, it's looking like Terry is going to be making a trip to Atlanta in this episode. We see Meech and Terry kicking it with each other at Meech's house, popping champagne, toasting, celebrating. And I believe Meech and Terry is going to have some good moments at episode 3. I believe Meech and Terry is going to have some good moments at episode 3. But I'm also expecting Meech and Terry to have some disagreements as well in this episode. In this next scene right here, we see Meech and Terry having a conversation about Detective Brian. And Meech tells Terry that Detective Brian is still out there in Atlanta. And Terry tells Meech that they need to move the distribution back to Detroit, which Meech responds to, telling Terry that he's already 20 steps ahead of Detective Brian. And I believe this Brian situation is going to cause issues between Meech and Terry. I believe this is what's going to have Meech and Terry bumping heads with each other in this episode. I believe this Detective Brian situation, as well as this Jay Pusha situation, is going to cause issues between Meech and Terry in episode 3. And it's looking like Brian might be putting some clues and pieces together on what's really going on with Meech out in Atlanta. Because in this next scene right here, we got Detective Brian watching the video footage of Meech and Duffy at the car dealership that they was at in episode 2. So it's looking like Detective Brian is going to find out about Meech and Terry being at this car dealership in episode 2 based off this video footage that he's going to obtain in episode 3. And I'm just already knowing that Detective Brian is going to figure out a way to use this video footage as leverage to try to get some information out of the car dealer that Meech and Duffy was talking to in episode 2. I definitely believe he's going to use this as leverage to try to get her to flip on Meech. And I'm also expecting Detective Brian to continue to be on the hunt for Meech and Terry in this episode as well, based off this scene right here where we see him kicking down somebody's door. And it's looking like Detective Brian is about to break into somebody's house. It's looking like he about to break into somebody's house in this episode. And I could be wrong about this, but that's what it's looking like based off this trailer. Now in this next scene right here, we got Markeisha and Terry having a conversation with each other about Meech. And Markeisha tells Terry that Meech is the only person that could get under his skin, which Terry responds to, telling Markeisha that Meech hasn't been listening to him at all. And I can just tell from watching this trailer that Markeisha is about to be instigating issues between Meech and Terry. I can tell she about to be all up in Terry's ear in this episode and telling Terry about how he needs to be his own man and not rely on Meech because Meech can't be trusted and all this stuff. Like, I could already tell Markeisha about to be in Terry's ear in this episode, instigating bullshit between Meech and Terry. And like I said earlier in the video, I believe this Detective Brian situation and this Jay Pusha situation is going to cause issues between Meech and Terry in episode 3. We know Terry is going to be upset about Meech sending local shipment to Jay Pusha in St. Louis in this episode based off this scene right here where we see Terry throwing his phone against the wall. And from this exclusive clip that was released a couple of weeks ago with Markeisha popping up at Terry's house and trying to see what's up with Terry and this delivery that he's supposed to be making to Isaac in this episode, this is going to delay Terry's delivery to Isaac in this episode. So I'm definitely expecting Terry to be pissed off at the fact that Meech decided to send local shipment to Jay Pusha in episode 2, as well as this whole Detective Brian situation and Meech not listening to Terry and not listening to none of Terry's suggestions when it comes to how they should operate the BMF organization. Now in this next scene right here, we see Nicole as well as Lucille in this last and final scene right here. And I can't wait to see the interaction between Nicole and Lucille in this episode, especially after what happened in episode 2 with Nicole checking her mama and telling her about herself. I can't wait to see the aftermath of that conversation in episode 3. As well as the rest of the events that's going to take place in episode 3. I can't wait to see episode 3. I believe this episode is going to be fire. BMF has a history of having fire episode 3s. We know in the first season of episode 3, Lamar and Meech got into it with each other in that episode at Monique's house. In the second season of episode 3, Lamar shot Meech in that episode when Meech was kicking it with Terry, beat Mickey, and Roland. And in season 3, we saw Meech go at it with the MKs and the Red Dog unit at the Jack the Rapper weekend event. So I'm expecting this episode to be fire. I'm expecting this to be fire. I'm looking forward to seeing episode 3. I cannot wait to see the events that's going to take place in episode 3. If you made it to the end of this video and you liked the video that I uploaded and created, hit the like button to help this video get recommended across the algorithm. Hit the post bell notification button to support the channel and to get updated on all content I post on my channel. Tap in with your boy if you like the content that I upload and create, and leave any of your comments, theories, and predictions that you have that you want to leave down below in the comment section. I'm gonna get at y'all later. Y'all take care, y'all be safe, and God bless.